Well, you asked me a question, and I thought I would answer it first.
Oh, speaking of which, sorry. I do want to try something different. If it's relevant, I may interrupt you with one of my notes instead of just waiting for you to finish.
Okay.
But go ahead.
How far should a comic movies go to appeal to the non-comic audience? I think there needs to be what I wrote is I think there needs.
Please don't say there needs to be balance. I need you to elaborate more than that.
I need more. I think I think there needs to think like what should be introduced to new, like some new things new for the comic people who ever seen things, and some things old, which to help the comic people to like, yeah, I remember that.
Okay.
So a balance. So and people who are new to these things can just like, ooh, that's so cool, and like the comic people can just say, yeah, isn't it?
Okay.
You have so much source material that you can totally introduce new ideas while also introducing old ideas into the source material from the source material.
Mm-hmm.
The source material can be like a guide to like to help you through this thing, through the making a new movie. If with that you can make something that everyone can enjoy, as long as it's good, it should be fun, right?
Okay. All right. That kind of reminds me of my experience with Watchmen the comic, Watchmen the movie, and The Boys the comic, and The Boys the ongoing show. Whereas I kind of felt like I wasted halfway through the Watchmen movie. I felt like I wasted my time because it was just the comic. And what I was actually interested in is the things that they changed. It was enough that actually, if you are someone that has read the comic, you may find something in this movie that's not just a complete retelling of what you've already read, but slightly worse because it's truncated. Whereas something like The Boys the show, I was so interested in that show, and then I go to the comic and it's very different, but it's great because it's different.
What I'm trying to get at is like all what Marvel is doing now.
Mm.
You, I feel like they need to use more of the source material
Okay.
as more of it as more to help with what they're going for. Like pick a arc what you want to do from the comics, so you can introduce that, and you can just do that as like the main arc for each like big phase.
I've been meaning to do a lot more wiki skims into how the movies are made. A bit like how I did for the Batman. From the ones that I have done, it seems like they're kind of doing that. They're taking a story, taking a lot of elements from it, maybe mixing it with something else.
Some parts are, but some movies are. I don't think they're. I don't know. I feel like they're taking too many creative liberties with.
Is there any like movie in particular?
Um,
I can think. Not that I want to call myself a Rhine reader. I can think of a series in particular that might be coming to your mind.
I have a series. I have what comes to my mind,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna say it out loud.